Hello, Sarah Sabin, Executive Leadership and Intuition Coach here. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how, as a leader, you set the tone. I'm going to give a couple of analogies first. So, number one, man goes to dog trainer because his dog is all over the place and like scooting around, never sits still, running here, running there, running everywhere. Dog trainer observes man with dog for a day and says to the man, well, actually, the dog is not the problem, you are. And the man says, well, what do you mean I'm the problem? And the dog trainer says, well, you are the one acting manic around your dog. You're here, you're everywhere. You're getting stressed about this, you're shouting at dog, you're doing this, you're doing that. And the dog is simply attuning to your energy. If you want to change the dog, you change yourself first. If we are talking about you as an adult being around infants, so let's say a 4 or 5-year-old child, how you respond to a stimulus will have an impact on how the child responds as well, because the child is looking to you to determine what emotional responses are appropriate for what particular stimuli. If you are calm and collected, it's less likely that your child is going to have a tantrum about stimulus. Let's say you spilling something everywhere, you go mad. It's likely that the child will respond in kind. You might think, why am I telling you this? Well, because as leaders, you have more control than you could ever think possible for how other people are reacting and feeling. In other words, you as the leader should be setting the tone. And that is case in point for why emotional regulation is so important. Even and especially if you would consider yourself to be unemotional, I promise you, you are not, because even if you are not manifesting your emotions externally, there can be a whole lot of other things going on internally that people can still feel, because emotions are contagious. Again, to demonstrate this, if you are around a very depressed person and you are not grounded in your own emotions and energy at that time, you are going to start feeling more down. So we tend to attune to each other. So what that means as a leader is that you are a leveler, that you can go into any room and set the tone of that room based on your response. So you might say to me, well, Sarah, how can I do that if I've got a whole load of people that are running around all over the place and this person's doing this and this person's doing that and this person's doing the other? There are two parts to this, and these parts I talk about a lot. There's always an internal and external component to everything that I teach. Number one, your own emotional regulation before you go into any situation is key. So that means before you go into a room, you are 100% grounded in your energy and emotion at that time. And I don't care, even if before that you were all over the place, you have at least taken the time to work through and process any emotions that you are feeling internally and slash or showing externally before you attempt to quote unquote level anyone else. So whether it's an individual or a group of individuals or a team or a company. Then the second part of that is to lead the room. So you set the tone of the room when you're going in. You set the intention. We are going to have a grounded meeting where we are going to focus on X. This is the intention of the meeting. This will help to A, keep you on track and keep the other people in the room on track and focused, but also because you are grounded in this neutral place, if you are leading the meeting, it is likely to come from a more calm, neutral, grounded place. Now, you'll notice that I use the words neutral a lot because being up too high, being elated, pumped up is not the optimal place to make rational decisions from. Being negative, we all know, not the best place to make rational decisions from. That calm, tranquil, peaceful place. So let's call it contentment, for example, rather than elation. That is a good place to get things done from. So you want to attune people to that energy, either by bringing them up if the general mood is low, you want to bring them up. Or if everyone's super excited, you want to ground them in to that more neutral place. And I will cover some strategies to do that in another video. But I just want you to walk away from this video with the concept of you lead the room, and even setting the intention to do that has an impact by itself.